Wine at the Radisson Hotel in Green Bay. This is Locker Room with Local 5 Sports Director Bert Griffin.
A new era begins at quarterback for the Pack as Green Bay gets set for a showdown in Chicago. We'll have the green and gold covered all year long. Get ready for another season of Locker Room. Good evening and welcome to another season of Locker Room right here inside the Cedar and Sage restaurant at the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center, Titletown, USA. Once again, the Packers were off today because it's Tuesday and they are getting ready for that Bears opener on Sunday at Soldier Field. Here to talk about that, three-time Super Bowl champ with the Pack and the 49ers. You know him, Harry Sidney. What's up, buddy?
Hello there. How we doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
What's happening?
Great. We're back to shaking hands now.
Now we can shake hands. Yeah, we can even hug at times if it's good. You know, it's all good.
Little something. Yeah. How was your summer?
My summer was incredible. The only thing that happened in my summer was unfortunately, my wife broke her shoulder. But besides that, and in the giant scope of things, outstanding summer.
Yeah. Packer football was back.
It's here.
Different feel to it for obvious reasons.
A lot of unknowns.
Yes.
We think we know, but nobody really knows.
Yeah. And look, this team, they only have 3 preseason games now, and now that they have 17 in the regular season, not a total of 7 total series for the first team offense, but Jordan Love led his team in each one of those games to a touchdown drive.
The thing I saw about Jordan Love was his timing. The timing when he escapes the pocket and when he gets out and gets rid of the ball. And so far seems to be throwing catchable balls. But I think, and that's so much revolves around Coach LaFleur, you can't make it about Jordan Love. And that's why it's going to be interesting on the defensive side of the ball, and we'll talk about it later. How aggressive can they be with a young quarterback?
Right.
You don't want him to have to panic and do more. So that's why we'll talk about the running game and the offensive line and all those other things that are going to make Jordan Love better.
I will say this, though, before we get to that. Josiah DeGuara right now is the oldest pass catcher at 26. They have 8 receivers or tight ends that are 23 years old and younger. So the table is set for a long time if these guys become quality players in the league.
Well, that's the good thing about it. With a young quarterback like Love, his connection to his young receivers, we're waiting for somebody, somebody else to step up, stay healthy. Malik Heath did a heck of a job. Jalen Reed as a slot guy. You got young weapons now, and it's a great time to see all of them grow together.
Right. Christian Watson, by the way.
Yes, stay healthy, though, man.
Romeo Dobbs, Samori Toure.
The big catch guys. Big catch guys.
Now, you mentioned the defense. If they can run the football with their 2-man tandem of Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, take some pressure off Jordan Love. Those 2 guys had almost 2,000 yards combined rushing. And Aaron Jones, and we've seen A.J. Dillon do it too, they can catch the football out of the backfield.
Well, because of what they're trying to build, and when Matt LaFleur came here years ago, he talked about running the ball, using tight ends, play action. Now you have 2 running backs that if you don't respect stopping the run, that allows the play action with the young tight ends and the young receivers to be wide open. So he has what he wants. Now they just have to take advantage of it.
Well, they're thunder and lightning, as we've seen, and depending on how their contracts shake out, maybe that Jonathan Taylor talk wasn't that big of a deal because there's a chance they could lose both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I think Dillon will be a hometown discount for obvious reasons now that he's got family here, but we'll see.
Yeah, even when they were talking about the running back from the coach, Jonathan, I wouldn't have minded it because you're going to have to run the ball a lot.
Yes.
And if you're going to run the ball a lot, if one of those 2, Dillon or Jones, gets hurt, you can't put all the pressure on one guy.
Yep.
So having that 3rd guy, back in the old days when we won a Super Bowl, we had 3 backs that we used all the time.
What a success story that kid is. 3 guys were undrafted free agents, make this roster, Heath, and then another guy on defense.
Yeah.
But Emmanuel, Fort Hays State, isn't that where Mike McCarthy went to college? Isn't that D2?
Yeah, in Kansas. No, I think Pittsburgh State.
Pittsburgh.
But Fort Hays State somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere in Kansas.
Yeah, but that just shows if you can play, the scouting system in professional football now finds you.
Yes.
If you can play and produce, you're going to get an opportunity to do that. And if you do that, look at the success stories.
Yeah. Well, one thing that will be a factor, we'll finish the offense with the O-line, and I know
O-line.
people love to talk about it. How does David Bakhtiari's health, or lack thereof, influence what they have to do? Zach Tom has proven that he is versatile. He can play right tackle, he can play center, he can play left tackle if he needs to. If they have to move Elton Jenkins out, does it really all depend on Bakhtiari?
Well, it's nice to have that guy protecting the backside.
Right.
But they have shown that they can be successful on the offensive line without Bakhtiari being there.
Right.
It's nice to have him, no question about it. He's one of the best in there. But anything you get from him is kind of like a bonus.
Right.
So let the other guys play, get the experience, and if he's there as an older guy leader, because that has to be the strength on this offense is the offensive line.
Well, with Elton, you got John Runyon. We'll see what happens with Josh Myers. There's a little talk of maybe doing some switching there. But with those guys and Josh Nijman, they're good. They're good.
This is maybe the strength of the team is this offensive line.
Yeah, which is something you can't say all the time.
Especially when you have a young quarterback that's trying to figure out where he fits into this giant picture.
All right, when we come back, we'll have our keys to the game. Plus, we'll go in the zone with Cam Ezer, and we'll get defensive on the other side of the football when we return right here on Locker Room at the Cedar and Sage Restaurant inside the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. Welcome back to the Cedar and Sage Restaurant right here inside the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. He is Harry Sidney. I'm Burt Griffin. We're back for another full year of Packers football every Tuesday night, 6:30. You can catch the show. You'll rotate with our other guy, Jarrett Bush. I kind of like to call it old and young, but you ain't that old yet.
Oh, no, I'm old. I am. But I'm like a fine wine, getting better with age, my wife tells me.
Exactly. All right. The Packers defense last year, basically, by any statistic, the eye test, whatever you want to call it, they're average. They turned it on a little bit toward the end of the season, but they were 17th, I believe, in points allowed per game, 16th or 17th in yards overall. Those are two statistics that kind of tell the story, not all the time. But where do you see this? Under Joe Barry now, I mean, he's taken a little bit of heat. Matt LaFleur is loyal as can be, though.
Yeah, he is. And like Matt LaFleur said, he saw growth. Whatever that growth was, is growth. But Joe Barry, I like some of his scheme. Last year he had guys, in my opinion, playing in the wrong position.
Okay.
You had, I forget his name all of a sudden in the middle block, the guy playing slot that needs to be outside corner, Rasul Douglas. He needs to be outside. The problem was you got Alexander that's incredible. You got to find the right slot cover guy.
Right.
Because you can't have Keyshawn in there doing it, because if he gets hurt, you ruin special teams and you ruin defense.
Right.
So you got to find that cover guy. And I think if they do that, now, with all that being said, they got to get pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
And that loads to the other guy.
Well, and we'll talk a little bit more about the secondary and some of the changes that needed to be made in the absence of a guy like Adrian Amos, who kind of a glue guy.
Solid guy.
Just solid. But you mentioned pass rush. Rashawn Gary, if he says, I can go, coach, do you risk him in Chicago on that horrible field down there? Or my gut feeling is keep him out the first 4 weeks, wait till the bye, get the extra week, bring him out Monday night against the Raiders. But you know he's chomping at the bit, and he's been in pads since early August in training camp.
And he's chomping at the bit also, if I'm not sure, this is his option year.
Right.
And so he wants, like the rest of the guys out there, wants to be a pass rusher, wants to get paid.
Yeah.
And so the only way you really get paid is being out there and produce. And if he can do that, that could be the missing link to this defense, because as much as the secondary we'll talk about want to clamp down on people, it's easy to do that if the quarterback doesn't have all day to throw.
Yeah. Well, and in his place, guys like Kingsley and Ibari, Justin Hollins. On the other side, you got Preston Smith and this year's first-round draft pick, Lucas Van Ness. We'll see. I think
he's got ways to go. He's a little stiff, in the hips.
He's a first-rounder.
He's a youngster.
But so is Rashawn. Rashawn Gary was a first-rounder that people that after his rookie year didn't think like. But
out of Michigan,
every year, though, he got better and better.
And that is true, but the only question for Joe Barry, how many more years does he have?
Right.
And with the secondary, and especially right now when the NFC North is really up for grabs.
Totally.
Up for grabs. Chicago's going to come fight. Everybody's coming to fight. So if they're going to come out and play the game, this defense is going to have to set some of the tempo.
Yeah. Well, and I think most people would agree Minnesota will come back a little bit.
They'll come back a little bit.
I'm not totally sold on the Lions. Yes, they walked in here at the end of last season and won. But we'll see. Hey, we'll find out 2 nights from now.
We'll know.
If Detroit
Yeah.
is going to be for real. Now, you mentioned the secondary. Rudy Ford, Darnell Savage, both
Yes.
had games they missed last year or were benched because of poor play. They might be your 2 starting safeties to go. Are you comfortable with that?
Well, I'm as comfortable as I can get realizing that they're going to need help. And the help needs to come from pass rush, from defensive scheme, and the offense holding the ball and putting pressure on the opposing team's team. And that's where it's going to come from, because unless they get pass rush, you can cover guy all you want, but if he has that much time, these are professional wide receivers.
Right.
They're going to get open.
Well, and we know what we get at linebacker from Devondre Campbell.
Yes.
And Quay Walker, as long as he keeps his cool, he's going to have to do that this year. We can't have any dumb penalties that affect the team in a negative way. But would you agree, if Jair Alexander is getting paid all that money and he's a top 5 corner, don't you adjust your defense and put him on the other team's best guy? Or the other philosophy is which some guys play better on a certain half of the field.
Well, yeah, you got boundary corners. Like Rasul Douglas is a boundary corner because he can push you and force you to the side and take half the field away, where Alexander can run all over the field.
Right.
Yeah. They sound good, and that's the way it should be. But there's a lot of other receivers that are pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Most of these teams have 1 and 2 receivers. They don't just have one guy.
Yeah, exactly. So should be interesting to see. All right, when we come back on Locker Room, we'll have our keys to the game. We'll have our one-on-one interview with Cam Izair and the big man on the D-line, Kenny Clark. That and more from the Cedar and Sage Restaurant right here at the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. And welcome back to the Cedar and Sage Restaurant here in the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. Pretty big crowd for a first night.
Nice crowd,
Like our
it's
new
nice
set?
to see. Yeah, it's awesome. I get to see everybody, which is nice.
And you can see every sponsor that's on the show.
There you go.
Nobody who has a commercial should complain because you can see them all right
And sponsorship is important, man. So you got to give them a little love.
Like everything.
Yeah, like everything.
He's Harry Sidney. I'm Burke Griffin. Several veteran departures to the team. The youth movement is officially on both sides of the ball. The longest tenured guy, David Bakhtiari, going into his 11th season. Preston Smith and Devondre Campbell are 30 years old. It's crazy to think that the second longest tenured guy is Kenny Clark. And he's been productive since the day he walked through the door at 20 years old or whatever it was.
And not only has he been productive, but his leadership and his skills haven't diminished. The guy still can play with incredible intensity. He just needs some more help.
Well, and he's led by example on the field, like you mentioned. Not particularly vocal. He's been on this show before and throughout the years. But I think it just seemed like talking to him in the locker room this year, he knows it. He feels it. He's seen guys like Devontae Adams come through that door, sign a big second contract, stick around hoping to get that ring, and he's a guy who wants to go to get there and get that.
Well, and that's it. Once you get to a certain point in time, it's not about the money because everybody makes money. It's about putting that thing on your finger.
Yep.
It's about getting the Super Bowl and representing being the best at that time.
Yep.
And so in Pro Bowls and all that stuff, he wants to put that Super Bowl ring on his finger.
All right, it is time to go in the zone with Cam Izair, presented by the Oneida Nation and the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center.
Here with Packers D lineman Kenny Clark. Kenny, entering the season, there's a whole lot of youth on this team. You came in here in 2016. You're a veteran presence. What are you trying to bring to this team this year that's different from other years?
Man, we just trying to play our best brand of football. Be fast, be physical, communicate, just be a sound defense, and just be that. I just want to be that steady leader for this team. And yeah, like I said, just go out there and play our best brand of football.
You guys have heard the noise, 7 first-round picks on defense. The defense wasn't what it was supposed to be last year. Now entering this year, what's the new mantra? What are you guys trying to bring this year?
Just play ball. Like I said, we're not worried about the first-round picks and all that stuff, all that kind of stuff. It's about putting in the work, coming in at practice, coming in and working hard at practice and going out and executing the game plan at the end of the day. All the noise, the first-round picks, and all that kind of stuff, like all that stuff can handle itself as long as we put it in the work.
You guys have heard you guys are underdogs throughout the division. Do you like that underdog mentality?
I love it. A lot of people sleep on us, and I feel like we're going to surprise a lot of people this year.
All right, thanks, fellas. He is on a mission in some ways, more than one. He'll eventually have his contract run out, and he's the kind of guy, he's been injury-free, knock on wood.
Boom, boom.
And he'll earn money here or elsewhere in the latter half of his career.
He's going to get paid. I mean, when you look at defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen that's been consistent, you got him and Aaron Donald.
Yeah, big guys who can move. And
they cause havoc.
And defensive tackles who can actually get to the quarterback. One area we haven't touched on before we get to the Bears, special teams. At the Packers Hall of Fame banquet, I was reading through all the guys, former Packer this, former, and right to the heart I said, former Packer Mason Crosby. That kind of hurt. Are you surprised? I mean, look, when you draft a kicker, that's a telltale sign that you're moving on. That said, though, if something goes wrong, he's ready.
He's on speed dial. He's on speed dial. But the fact is, I was a little bit surprised with all the changeover in offense, young guys.
Yep.
You'd want some guy that's used to kicking in Lambeau in November, December, and January, and nobody better than Mason Crosby. So just for that aspect and not putting so much pressure on the offense and defense, that's where I go, but they know what they're doing, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see with all three of those specialists, because the kicking game definitely has changed now.
Special teams, I'm thinking about special teams in preseason games. I might not have made it in the NFL, man.
Right. All right, when we come back, it is time to wrap up the show. We'll have our keys to the game and how to beat those big bad Bears. Our best seats in the house are provided by Viper Industrial. Come on, zoom out there. There's two of them. You want to win? Go online. You can sit in our best seats in the house, which is literally 15 feet from us over here, and we see some of our production staff's legs. That's good. All right, good job, ladies. You see them in the corner.
Hey, look, the seats, like garage wear.
Yeah, exactly. All right, look, the Bears started last year 3-4. I mean, they beat the Patriots.
Yes.
They beat the 49ers to start the season. I get it. It's all early in the year.
Preseason.
But then they lost 10 straight games. They have obviously invested in Justin Fields as the guy running the show. Clearly one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL. I would put him number one. Better than Lamar Jackson, better than Patrick Mahomes. He could take it 70 yards on any play.
And that's why when we'll talk about key of the games, getting after him and staying in your lanes, because if you give him a crack, he's gone.
Yes.
He's not going to just get it 8-9 yards. He can take it to the house.
Yeah, he's that good.
He's that good at running the ball.
Now, the Bears' defense, though, they're a shell of what they used to be.
Yeah.
And at some point, Jordan Love and the Packers' offense need to expose them.
Well, they need to, but you also got to understand Fields has somebody to throw to.
Yep.
DJ Moore's no joke.
Right.
That they went and got. They're trying to create a running game, especially since Fields was 0-4 against the Packers. He desperately needs a win against Green Bay.
Right. And they want nothing more than to flip the table.
Oh,
because
totally.
As we heard number 12 say, I own you. Well, this is Jordan's chance to own Chicago.
And when you look at the other teams and all the teams they're going to play, but especially Chicago, they get a chance to say, you know what, we can change the tide.
Yep.
The guy, the icing maker, Aaron Rodgers isn't there no more. We can put pressure on a young quarterback. We can compete.
Yeah.
We can keep the game close.
Well, and that's where the pressure might really be more on the Bears than the Packers, because they don't have anything to lose. But our keys to the game are brought to you by the dispensary. First and foremost, contain Justin Fields. You got to run the football, especially with a first-year quarterback. He's no rookie, but then mistake-free football. Don't do anything dumb.
This is one of those games where I think this is about, as much about Jordan Love, and this is about Matt LaFleur. This is finally getting a chance after 3 years to put his stamp on stuff.
Right.
And what type of offense is he going to run? And I think the uses of tight ends, and those type of things. This is what Matt LaFleur's wanted to do. Now he's going to get a chance.
Well, it should be fun. 2 on the road, starting with the Bears. Then you got the Falcons. After that, the home opener here against the Saints, and then a short week with the Lions coming here on Thursday Night Football.
It's here, man. Football season is upon us.
It is here. For Harry
Yes.
Sidney, I'm Burke Griffin. For everybody at Local 5, thanks for tuning into our first edition of Locker Room this season. We'll be here all year long, every Tuesday night at 6:30. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Locker Room.